Joining us now from Port Harcourt is Nigeria Professional Football League expert. He's a journalist extraordinaire. He's an author of a seminal book on Nigeria football, 1,000 Times on the Same Road. I'm talking about China Acheru, former media officer of Dolphins, and also journalist extraordinaire. Thank you so much. You don't look particularly happy. I know why, because of the Super Eagles' lackluster performance today. But let's talk about this game very quickly, China. What happened in Enugu would have been fantastic if it had ended goalless, but for the show of shame towards the end, and there's plenty of blame to be thrown all around. Now, I just want to get your impressions on the game and what could have been done better to forestall what we saw.
Well, even if it ended 1-0 to Rangers, it would have been a good game. If it ended 1-0 to Eyimba, it would have still been a good game. But something controversial happened, and all hell was let loose. Now, first things first, I had to hear what you talk about the NPFL and crowd control. No, the NPFL will not control the crowd in your game. It's the Rangers management and the Enugu State FA that controls the crowd. It was their duty to control the crowd. Now, crowd control is not all about increasing ticket prices. What if you cannot afford the ticket at 5,000 naira? What do? Make it ₦1 million for a ticket? Now, it's simple. How many seats can the stadium take? 18,000. The moment it's 17,000, you shut the gates. Or 18,000, you shut the gates. Why did they keep selling tickets? The terraces were filled up and people started to sit down around the tartan tracks. And they moved until they were just standing, hugging the linesman, the assistant referee. That's poor crowd control by Rangers. It's not the NPFL in this one, it's Rangers. You should have shut the gates at 18,000 or 17,000. They should have shut the gates, but they didn't. So, the way I look at it, right, Rangers should be sanctioned for poor crowd control measures.
True.
Rangers should be sanctioned for failure to control their fans.
True.
Eyimba should be sanctioned for failure to control their fans too. And again, the players that we saw assaulting the assistant referee should be sanctioned. Then again, what happens to the game? Goalless? No. I think the penalty should be played, even if Eyimba has to go back to Enugu just for that penalty to be taken. Now, Rangers could have scored the penalty.
I see. Well, Chana, if I get you correctly, you are saying that that particular action that caused, that sparked of the bedlam was a genuine penalty.
I've not said that.
Okay. So what are you saying?
I've said the referee called a penalty.
Now this is the particular incident. There you go. The player. No. So we reached out to a good friend of ours in the United States of America. He's Mr. Abe Okulaja. He's a two-time MLS referee of the year, and he's now a world-leading referee coach for the United States Soccer, FIFA, and UEFA. He watched this particular game, saw that incident, and he said, and I quote him, he says, "It's subjective. The referee saw the holding as having an impact on the attacker, and I agree with the decision, to paraphrase, to award the penalty." He said, "With no attempt to play the ball or challenging for the ball, that should have been a red card to that player for denying a goal-scoring opportunity." That's quoting Mr. Abe Okulaja, who's a two-time MLS referee of the year and now a world-leading referee coach for the United States Soccer and FIFA and UEFA. So in his own opinion, he felt that that was the correct call. But if that was the correct call, you get the impression that the Eyimba players did not believe it was the correct call. The Eyimba management did not believe it was the correct call. The Eyimba fans did not believe it was the correct call. So you now begin to ask yourself, what is the quality of football education that all these three people have if they cannot basically accept the decision of a referee as it was and just pretty much just accept it for what it is?
Now here's the thing, right? The Nigerian League has had trust issues from 1971 till date. Trust issues. There's issue of the home team suddenly getting a dime-minute penalty, whether it's deserving or not. You know this.
Yes.
Now, we saw at the World Cup in 2010, Nigel de Jong that had a red card early in the game. How come that card wasn't given? Maybe the referee felt, I don't want to ruin a World Cup final. Maybe he felt that way. Now, I keep asking, if that incident had happened at the same time in the Rangers penalty area, would the penalty have been given by the same referee? I don't think so. I don't think so. Now, but for what it's worth, the referee called the penalty, so it must be taken. I don't think it's a penalty. Or I don't think that penalty should have been given.
Okay.
I don't think it should have been given.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick, yes, it should have been given. Now, but he gave it regardless.
So you don't think it should have been given because you do not believe it was a penalty?
I don't think it should have been given because, right, one, it's the biggest game in the country. Two, they already had crowd control situation in that game. Three, giving a penalty to the home team in the 90-something minutes in the Nigerian league will always be taken negatively. So the referee should have used his common sense. Okay. That's why I said.
Okay, Mr. Cherry, sorry to cut you short, but then again, it kind of seems like because of the peculiarities of the Nigerian Professional Football League, we can't make the right decisions. Because in my own opinion, I've taken a look at that clip so many times. For me, it's a blatant penalty. Number one, there is no intention from the defender to actually get the ball. He does say that the ball is beyond him, and he says that there's a chance for the attacker to get the ball, and he pulls him. For me, it's a straight red card for the defender.
I know all of this. I know all of this.
So the problem now is that this is being propelled on social media now, fine, number one. But number two is the fact that, just like you said, since 1971, we keep having these issues back to back to back. At what point do we then start to do things the right way? Because this game was a potential title decider as well. Both teams are going in for the title. So why couldn't we have a good blockbuster game? Look, the crowd was there already. It was looking lovely on social media. The script was going well up until the 97th minute, and then this huge thing, it just spoils the entirety.
Again, the referee showed some indecision. Again, I said, our league has had trust issues. And again, I will insist, if that same incident happened in the Rangers penalty area, we won't be having this debate. It wouldn't have been given, no matter what. Now, when that thing happened, the referee raised his hand up for what? It looked like he raised his hand for offside. All of a sudden, it was a penalty. Again, trust issues in the league. To the home team, in the 99th minute of a highly charged game.
China,
the referee called the penalty today, so it must be taken.
So in your opinion, you feel that Eyimba need to go back, have that penalty taken, and the matter resolved?
The game did not end. What does the league do? Leave it as goalless? That's the service to Rangers.
They have to resolve that. And a lot of people have actually been calling out the league management for saying that they were actually in Abidjan watching the Super Eagles when they should have been minding their primary constituency where there was a title decider taking place. The chairman of the league management board was in Abidjan, from what we hear. Anyway, let's quickly give you the last three fixtures for the title chase. For the title, the team's gunning for the title. Enugu Rangers' next game is away in Ibadan to Shooting Stars. That is a tough game. After that, they will be at home to Bendel Insurance. Then they will be away to already relegated Gombe United. For Remo Stars, they will be at home to Heartland, then away to Sunshine Stars. Then they will entertain Katsina United. For Imba, they entertain Bayelsa United. Then they come to Lagos to face Sporting at the Oniko Waterfront, also known as the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, before they entertain Plateau United at home. Then for Shooting Stars, who have an outside chance, hoping that these top three teams drop points, they are entertaining Enugu Rangers, like I mentioned. Then they will be away to Bayelsa United before hosting Sporting Lagos. Now, there's a possibility that Sporting Lagos might be relegated, and it might be Shooting Stars that might actually perform that coup de grace.